remember. I just hope I can make something out of this nothing.
At first glance, Storage Wars might sound like just another ordinary reality show, but over the years, its cast proved it was anything but dull. From digging through dusty lockers in search of hidden gems to battling each other in tense bidding wars, these stars kept millions of fans glued to their screens. Yet, as the show faded from the spotlight, one question began echoing among fans everywhere. Where are they now? From the secret struggles they faced behind the cameras to the surprising turns their lives have taken, stay tuned as we reveal what really happened to the unforgettable stars of Storage Wars. Barry Weiss.
A lively environment that was not only loved by his audience, but also by the competitive.
For fans of Storage Wars, the name Barry Weiss instantly brings a smile. Even if you've forgotten everyone else, you surely remember the collector, the man with the cool shades, sharp humor, and the most unpredictable bidding style in the room. From the moment Barry appeared on the show, he became a fan favorite. His charisma, wit, and mystery turned him into a reality TV legend. After 4 exciting seasons, his popularity soared so high that he earned his very own spin-off show. Born on February 11, 1959 in New York City, Barry came from a Jewish family with deep roots in the entertainment industry. His father, Weiss, founded Old Town Records in the late 1950s, working with major names in the music scene. It's no surprise that Barry inherited both the charm and the hustle. After graduating from Cornell University in 1981, he started promoting music from his dorm room, a glimpse into his early business instincts. By 1986, he had earned his MBA from New York University, giving him the skills that later made him such a clever negotiator in the storage world. Barry's rise on Storage Wars was fast and unforgettable. His fearless and often humorous approach to bidding made him stand out. Fans loved his energy, and soon he got not just 1, but 2 spin-offs, Buried Treasure in 2014 and Storage Wars Barry Strikes Back, where he teamed up with his friend Kenny Crossley to revisit their wildest moments from the show. But in 2019, life took a dangerous turn. Barry and his friend Jamie went for a motorcycle ride through the Los Feliz area of Los Angeles. Out of nowhere, a car pulled out from a parking spot, and their bikes slammed right into it. Jamie suffered some broken bones, but Barry was hit much harder. He was rushed to the ICU with serious chest and leg injuries, including fractures in his back and femur. Jamie later posted, "It wasn't a good day. I got lucky. But my buddy Barry is in bad shape." Please send prayers. Barry had to undergo multiple surgeries and a long, painful recovery process before he could walk again. Months later, the man fans adored made a surprising comeback. Barry appeared again on Storage Wars, this time with a calmer approach but the same signature charm. Still, after years of fame, he eventually stepped away from the spotlight. He now lives a quieter life, far from the chaotic world of treasure hunting. Recently, Barry has become a spokesperson for Sherwood Valley Casino and has also lent his voice to casino commercials across Northern California. Even after all these years, Barry Weiss remains a legend, not just for his finds, but for his fearless attitude and the larger-than-life personality that made millions fall in love with the collector. Brandi Passante and Jarrod Schulz. Among the most talked-about duos from Storage Wars were Brandi Passante and Jarrod Schulz, the fiery couple whose chemistry, humor, and constant arguments made them unforgettable. From the moment the show began, these two, known as the Young Guns, became a core part of the cast. Their bold bidding style and witty exchanges made them fan favorites throughout the show's original 12-season run. But after the 2019 hiatus, the pair decided not to return, a decision that left fans wondering what had really gone wrong behind the scenes. When Storage Wars first aired, Brandi and Jarrod were running their thrift store, Now and Then, in Orange, California. Business seemed promising, and by the 4th season, they opened a second branch in Long Beach. But the expansion didn't go as planned. In the Season 5 premiere, fans learned that the Long Beach store hadn't made a profit since day one, leaving the couple in serious financial trouble. Eventually, it was confirmed during the April 8, 2014 episode that the store had shut down. Not long after, in 2016, their Orange location also closed its doors for good. Despite these business struggles, their popularity on TV only grew. On April 24, 2014, A&E released a special titled Brandi and Jarrod, Married to the Job, showing their struggle to juggle business, fame, and family life with their 2 children. The special did so well that it turned into a spin-off series, which premiered on August 12, 2014. But fans were surprised to learn later that the couple wasn't legally married at all, despite often being called husband and wife on screen. Their real-life relationship took a darker turn. When Storage Wars returned for Season 13, it was revealed that Brandi and Jarrod had broken up. They continued appearing on the show separately, but TMZ soon reported a shocking story. Jarrod was facing allegations of domestic abuse against Brandi. According to reports, a heated argument between the two at a bar in Orange County turned physical. Though Jarrod refused to comment, Brandi later posted a photo of a tattoo that read "Free," alongside a heartfelt message about escaping an abusive situation. To me, it means that somehow, by the grace of God, I managed to escape a very difficult situation that so many people fall victim to, she wrote. I will always be grateful for the freedom and safety I now have. But Brandi's challenges didn't end there. In 2020, she opened up about her struggles with fame on the Dad Diary podcast. She revealed that fame came with a price: obsessive fans. I got some scary letters in the beginning, she said. I had to move to a gated community for safety. The harassment left her anxious and isolated. She admitted that she even needed therapy to deal with the stress and fear that came with being recognized everywhere she went. It was life-changing, Brandi said. I didn't want to leave my house for a long time, but I'm doing better now. Today, Brandi Passante lives a quieter life, focused on raising her 2 children, Cameron and Peyton. Jarrod Schulz, meanwhile, has moved on and is now dating a woman named Rochelle Beckman. Their story, once a symbol of teamwork and success, became one of heartbreak and hard lessons. A reminder that fame can shine brightly, but sometimes at a painful cost. Darrell Sheets.
Hey, you know what? I called Renee, I said I need some couches and some tables.
If Barry Weiss was the collector, then Darrell Sheets was the gambler, bold, confident, and always ready to take a chance. Known for his famous line, "This is the wow factor," Darrell's enthusiasm on Storage Wars made every episode thrilling. A storage auction veteran from San Diego, he had spent decades hunting through abandoned lockers, turning dusty boxes into gold mines. Darrell's life in the storage business has been full of shocking discoveries. In one unforgettable episode, he revealed that he once found a plastic-wrapped human corpse inside a locker, a horrifying discovery later linked to a murder case. But the most legendary moment came during the Season 3 finale, when Darrell spent $3,600 on a storage unit. Inside were dozens of original paintings by Frank Gutierrez. When appraised, the artwork was valued at nearly $300,000, one of the biggest profits in the show's history. As the years went by, fans noticed a major change in Darrell's appearance. He lost a significant amount of weight, crediting Nutri-System for helping him get healthy. "My joints hurt, I was tired, and I needed to quit bad habits. Nutri-System made it easy," he said in 2014. The transformation made him feel younger, stronger, and ready to keep taking on new challenges. But in 2019, Darrell's luck ran thin. After months of feeling sick, he was hospitalized following what he described as a mild heart attack. In a now-deleted post, he told fans that doctors diagnosed him with congestive heart failure and a serious lung condition. After undergoing surgery, Darrell returned with good news. His heart function had improved to 40%. "I'm not completely out of danger," he said, "but my faith is stronger than ever." His determination and optimism became an inspiration to fans who had followed his journey for years. Throughout his career, Darrell uncovered some truly incredible treasures, from a rare comic book collection to 4 Picasso sketches and even a handwritten letter by Abraham Lincoln that sold for over $15,000. Despite online rumors about his death, Darrell remains active and healthy, frequently updating his followers. In 2023, he opened a new business called Show Me Your Junk in Havasu, Arizona, proving that the gambler is still in the game. After everything he's been through, Darrell Sheets continues to do what he loves most, taking risks, finding treasures, and showing the world that sometimes the biggest gamble in life is believing in yourself. Dave Hester.
Everything and see everything that's going on. So he relies on his good catchers.
Kind of cueing him.
Every great reality show needs a villain, and Storage Wars had one in Dave Hester. Known for his sharp attitude, competitive spirit, and the unforgettable catchphrase, "Yoop!" Hester became the man viewers love to hate. His fiery personality and constant clashes with other cast members kept audiences glued to their screens. But behind the shouting and bidding wars, Dave Hester's journey on the show was far from smooth. From the beginning, he had a rocky relationship with nearly everyone on set. By 2012, A&E decided to part ways with him before the start of Season 4. The reason? A heated fallout after Hester accused the network of staging parts of the show. Furious and feeling betrayed, he filed a massive lawsuit against A&E and the production company, claiming he was wrongfully terminated. He demanded $750,000 in damages through his attorney, Julianne. According to his legal filing in December 2012, Hester claimed that producers were planting items in storage lockers, pre-appraising valuable goods, and even secretly funding weaker bidders, all to create fake drama for television. He argued that this misled the public, violating federal laws against deceptive entertainment practices. The case was initially dismissed, but later reinstated, and after years of back and forth, both sides reached a private settlement. Surprisingly, Hester returned to the show for Season 5, continuing until Season 11. But just when fans thought he'd left the courtroom drama behind, another legal storm hit in 2020. This time, Hester found himself battling Public Storage over a disputed storage unit worth $12,000. The unit, which he believed he legally owned, was apparently still tied to its original owner. After months of legal wrangling, a California appeals court ruled against him, forcing Hester to return both the unit and its contents. Even with his controversial reputation, Dave Hester remains one of the most unforgettable figures in Storage Wars history. His loud "Yup" became more than a catchphrase. It became a symbol of the wild, unpredictable world of storage auctions. Whether loved or hated, Dave Hester proved one thing: he was built for drama, both inside and outside the storage lot. Brandi Sheets.
30 where? I get 30 back to 35 where to get 25 here, and 35 where, and 35 bucks.
Brandi Sheets, often recognized as the side bet, was one of the youngest and most determined cast members of Storage Wars. As the son of veteran bidder Darrell Sheets, Brandon grew up surrounded by the world of storage auctions. At first, he worked alongside his father, learning every trick of the trade. But as time went on, Brandon started bidding on his own, even competing against his dad for the same lockers. His time on Storage Wars came to an abrupt end in 2017. The network let him go, citing budget cuts, and it hit Brandon hard. His father remained on the show, while he had to figure out a new direction for his life. It was tough, he later shared, but life doesn't stop. Determined to move forward, Brandon explored new careers, from real estate to truck driving. Eventually, he joined UPS as a driver, trading storage lockers for long highways. However, his new job came with unexpected danger. In a shocking turn of events, Brandon was involved in a severe highway accident. In a 2024 Instagram post, he shared photos of the wrecked truck and described the terrifying night. "I was asleep in the berth, the sleeper of our UPS semi-truck, when the co-driver, filling in for my partner, hit another truck going 70 miles per hour. He wrote, "It felt like a bomb went off." The crash left him hospitalized in Texas before he was transferred home to Arizona for recovery. Though his injuries were minor, the experience left him shaken and frustrated. Brandon criticized UPS for failing to offer proper compensation and for lacking strong safety procedures for long-haul teams. "We should all work together to spread safety awareness," he said, "and UPS needs better training for sleeper drivers." Even after leaving Storage Wars, Brandon continues to live with the same determination he showed on screen. His story isn't one of fame and riches, but of resilience, the kind that keeps a man moving forward, no matter how rough the road gets. Renee and Casey Nezhoda.
Handwriting is excellent. What are you talking about?
Sure. I think my daughter has better handwriting.
Renee and Casey Nezhoda were one of those couples who brought real-life charm and fierce competition to Storage Wars. Known to fans as the Bargain Hunters, they joined the show during its 4th season and quickly became fan favorites. By the 5th season, they were regular buyers, standing toe-to-toe with some of the toughest bidders. Unlike some on-screen duos, Renee and Casey were actually married in real life, and their chemistry, both in business and in banter, made them stand out. Renee Nezhoda, originally from Germany, owned the Bargain Hunters thrift store in Poway, California, near San Diego. Sadly, the store closed its doors in 2021 after years of serving loyal customers. By the 11th season, Casey appeared only occasionally, while Renee carried on bidding alone at the auctions. Together, they have one child, a bright spot in their busy lives. But in March of 2023, tragedy struck Renee's world. In a heartfelt Instagram video, Renee shared the devastating news that his father, Gunter, had passed away at the age of 67. The loss was especially painful because Gunter had been a familiar and beloved face to Storage Wars fans. Renee revealed that his father had been diagnosed with lung cancer 6 months earlier, a result of his longtime smoking habit. Despite the family's prayers and optimism, doctors eventually told them there was nothing more they could do. Through tears, Renee spoke about his father's kind spirit. "My dad was one of those guys that nobody ever hated," he said. "Everyone, from the cast to the crew, loved him. He made everyone laugh and brought warmth to every room." His words reminded fans that behind the loud bidding and fast-talking deals, there were real people with deep emotions and personal struggles. Even in grief, Renee and Casey continued to connect with their audience through their YouTube channel, which boasts over 190,000 subscribers and millions of views. Their videos keep the same energy fans loved on the show: honest, competitive, and full of humor. Despite the pain of losing his father, Renee Nezhoda remains a pillar of strength, still chasing deals, still smiling for the fans, and still keeping his father's memory alive through every bid and every laugh. Padian.
Now I remember. I just hope I make something out of this net thing.
Padian, lovingly nicknamed the Junkster, brought a refreshing spark of creativity and warmth to Storage Wars. Before joining the main show, she was already a familiar face to fans of Storage Wars, Texas, where her quirky personality and artistic flair made her stand out. In Season 5, Mary made her first appearance on the main series during a visit to Long Beach in January 2014, appearing in 3 episodes. By the next season, she became a main buyer, and from that moment, she became a fan favorite. Mary's charm came not from loud arguments or dramatic bids, but from her genuine passion for transforming discarded items into beautiful treasures. As the owner of Mary's Finds, her antique and furniture restoration business, she showcased her eye for design and her love for breathing new life into forgotten objects. Several episodes followed her journey from the moment she won a locker to the final sale of her restored pieces, a rare and wholesome story arc that stood out among the chaos of competitive bidding. Her personality radiated kindness and curiosity, and her friendship with Ivy Calvin added a fun dynamic to the show. The two often teamed up, calling each other BFFs, and their playful chemistry became one of the show's highlights. In Season 12, Mary teamed up with Jenny Grumbles, her old friend and former Storage Wars Texas co-star, to buy a storage unit together, combining creativity with business strategy. By season 13, Mary Padian made a brief but memorable return as a guest in the premiere episode. Even though her time on the show wasn't as long as some of her co-stars, her impact was lasting. Her down-to-earth personality, bright smile, and knack for turning junk into art made her one of the most beloved figures in Storage Wars history, proving that not all treasures are found in storage lockers. Some are found in people like Mary Padian. Ivy Calvin.
That's awesome. I mean, work is work, but doing it on camera is a little funner.
When Dave Hester left Storage Wars, a new face quickly filled the gap, and that was Ivy Calvin, the man fans would come to know as the King. Ivy joined the show during season 3, and by season 5, he had cemented his place as one of the main buyers. Strong, confident, and always ready to outbid anyone in his path, Ivy brought a competitive edge and charisma that made him unforgettable. Looking at Ivy Calvin's muscular build, it's easy to see why he carried himself with such authority. He was a former mixed martial arts fighter and arena football player before his television fame. Born and raised in Ridgecrest, California, Ivy's passion for sports began early. He started playing football at the age of 6 and continued his athletic journey through Burroughs High School, where he also wrestled. In 1994, Ivy went undrafted, but was later signed by the San Jose SaberCats of the Arena Football League on April 14, 1995. He played 7 games with the team, gaining 75 rushing yards, 1 rushing touchdown, 33 receiving yards, and 4 tackles. However, by July 5th of that same year, his time with the SaberCats came to an end when he was released from the team. After his sports career, Ivy Calvin didn't stop hustling. He turned his energy toward the world of storage auctions, where his sharp instincts and fearless attitude made him a top contender. Off-screen, Ivy lives a grounded family life with his wife, Wendy, whom he married in 2014, and their 2 sons, Ivy Jr. and Isaiah. His older son, born in 1998, and the younger, born in 2000, both share their father's determination and charm. Outside the show, Ivy owns Grandma's Attic, a popular thrift store in Palmdale, California. His store has become a reflection of his personality, bold, full of character, and packed with unexpected treasures. Ivy Jr. occasionally joins his father on the show, making it a family affair. Fans also love his friendship with Mary Padian, whom he fondly calls his BFF. With his mix of athletic discipline, business sense, and humor, Ivy Calvin continues to prove why he truly earned the title, the King. Mark Balelo.
18 going once, 18 going twice. Hold it! 19! 19,000, 2,000.
At the very top of this list is one of Storage Wars' most tragic figures, Mark Balelo. Known to fans as Rico Suave, Mark was famous for his confidence, flashy suits, and the massive stacks of cash he brought to every auction, sometimes as much as $50,000 at once. He wasn't just a bidder, he was a showman. Beyond the cameras, Mark was a successful businessman who owned a liquidation, wholesale, and distribution company, as well as an auction house. Between 2009 and 2012, he also ran a gaming store called The Game Exchange. Mark's personality was larger than life. He loved the spotlight, loved the thrill of competition, and always arrived at auctions dressed like a millionaire ready for battle. That same charisma earned him both fans and critics. He appeared 3 times during Season 2, 5 times in Season 3, and 3 times in Season 4, episodes filmed shortly before his untimely death. Sadly, what fans didn't see was the darkness behind the confident smile. In a heartbreaking turn of events, Mark Balelo was found lifeless inside his car at his Simi Valley, California auction house. According to the Ventura County Medical Examiner's Office, his cause of death was carbon monoxide poisoning in what was ruled an apparent suicide. Sergeant Craig Dungan of the Simi Valley Police Department confirmed to ABC News that just days before, Mark had been arrested for possession of methamphetamine, and being under the influence of a controlled substance. When authorities arrived on Monday morning, Mark was no longer breathing. The official report listed the cause as asphyxia by inhalation of carbon monoxide and exhaust fumes. He was only 40 years old. In what would later be remembered as his final interview, given just 2 months before his death to Radar Online, Mark tried to downplay a previous 2009 drug conviction, claiming he had simply been in the wrong place at the wrong time. "Friends of mine were using a hotel room that was rented in my name," he explained. "They were partying there. I didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't even there." It's not a big deal. His fiancée, Elizabeth Metzi-Dees, supported his version of events. Mark Balelo's passing sent shockwaves through the Storage Wars community. He was a man full of ambition, confidence, and energy, yet quietly struggling with pressures no one around him fully understood. His story remains one of the most tragic in the show's history, a reminder that fame and fortune can't always protect someone from their personal battles. Dan and Laura Dotson.
$10, $20 looking for 20 now in the back.
Among all the Storage Wars stars, Dan and Laura Dotson stand out not only for their signature style, but also for their resilience as a couple. Known as the show's power auctioneer duo, the husband and wife team have been calling out bids and closing deals long before the cameras ever started rolling. Together, they run their own company, American Auctioneers, and on the show, Dan serves as the lead auctioneer while Laura occasionally takes the mic. She always ends each sale with her unforgettable catchphrase, "Don't forget to pay the lady," a line every fan now associates with Storage Wars itself. Dan's experience runs deep. He's been in the business since 1974, mastering the art of the fast-talking, high-energy auction style that keeps bidders on their toes. Laura, his equally sharp partner, brings balance and charm to the auctions, making them an unbeatable pair. But even for this confident duo, life off-screen has been filled with terrifying moments that nearly ended everything they built together. In 2014, tragedy struck when CBS reported that Dan suffered a double brain aneurysm. It happened suddenly, and it was Laura who discovered him in the middle of the medical emergency. She later described the horrifying scene. "He looked at me, and his eyes rolled back in his head. His color changed from red to purple to a bluish green, and his legs were giving out." Thinking fast, Laura got him help just in time. Miraculously, Dan survived the ordeal. Doctors credited his recovery to the fact that the bleeding had not yet become severe. But the incident changed him deeply. Laura revealed that while in the hospital, Dan, who had been a heavy smoker, decided to quit for good. He said, "Guess what? I'm a non-smoker now. Thank you, God," Laura recalled tearfully. Just when it seemed their lives had settled, another devastating event hit their family in 2020. Their 22-year-old son, Jarrod Dotson, was shot while visiting his brother in Arizona. Laura described the horrifying phone call she received and the chaos that followed. He was bleeding internally. The bullet ruptured his vena cava. He was filled with blood, she said. The doctor literally jumped onto the table and used his hands to hold everything together while massaging my son's heart. Miraculously, Jarrod survived after an emergency operation that saved his life. The shooter, Garrett Wilder, was arrested soon after and charged with multiple crimes, including aggravated assault and disorderly conduct with a weapon. Despite everything, the Dotsons remain grateful. "A lot of people came together to save our son," Dan said emotionally. "This could have ended very differently." Through all the ups and downs, Dan and Laura have continued doing what they love, auctioneering side by side, proving that even after facing near-death experiences, their bond and strength remain unshakable. What are your thoughts on these stories? We'd love to hear your opinions down in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the lives behind Storage Wars, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating stories like this one. Before you head out, take a look at the other videos currently on your screen. You definitely don't want to miss them.